again. I couldn't do it in the morning because I was actually late. Like, I woke up 5 minutes before I had to leave, and I knew talking to you guys would make me later. So, I'm so sunburned. So, we're gonna do nighttime routine. I'm gonna be editing out some parts because I'm gonna be texting people. And you guys don't probably want to just have silence while I text them. Anyways, so today it was stressful. Very stressful, actually. It all started out fine. As I said, really late though. Extremely late. No, actually not late. I just was pressured because my mom was taking me this time and I wasn't taking the bus. So, like, I kind of slept in and then I didn't put an alarm clock for like 10 minutes more. So I slept in a little more and then she was like, Shia, I'm gonna have to fucking edit that out. I can't stop saying my name. And I was like, oh shit. And so I had like 10 minutes to do everything. Get clothed, drink water. I don't eat breakfast, so no breakfast. Do my makeup. And then go. Oh, and also clean my cat boxes. I have cats, by the way. Do you want to meet one? Here's Sylvie. Sylvia is autistic, but not as autistic as Gert. I have 4 cats. Well, technically one's for my sister. But this is Sophia. He's a little cross-eyed. He's, I saved him from being euthanized. No, he wasn't being euthanized. He was going to go to a home. But he's super cute, isn't he? So handsome. He's young. He's my youngest one. And then this is my pride and joy, Yuki. Yuki, I got her at the start of the pandemic, and it was a time I was like really depressed. And so, and since it was pandemic time, I didn't have to leave to school, and we grew really attached. Yuki. And she was like my emotional support pet, literally. I went to school with her at the start of the pandemic, didn't I? I was so stubborn, they couldn't say no. Because I always had excuses. I'm taking her to the vet. Oh, I'm going elsewhere, so I have to have her. And the teachers honestly loved her, so didn't they? Anyway, so this is her. She's the cutest little cat in the world. She's my baby. I love all the other ones equally, though. She's just my baby. And once the other ones walk into the bathroom, I'll catch them and show them to you. But anyways, back to the story. Wow, the sidetracked. So, I went to work, normal. Started off work great. And then I was invited to a hangout. Let me tell you that last 2 weeks, I haven't been home until 8, doing social, work, and yeah. So I'm tired. Okay, social battery tired. And so, oh my god, it's like such a cute little brain and shit, but it's starting to get annoying. But anyways, so we started going, la-di-da. And they were like, oh, you should come over to this hangout we're doing. I was like, I don't want to be rude, right? Because it's like my co-workers. They're all my co-workers and stuff. And I really like them. My co-workers are really cool. But tired. Genuinely tired. So I was like, I'm sorry, but no. And let me tell you. So as a little girl, as a wee little thing, I had a hard time saying no to things. Really hard time. So after a moment, it kind of became a very big trigger of mine. it's my mom. But yeah, so coworker time, and I was like, no, I don't wanna. Like, oh, as I was saying, bad time with pressure, like, I want to call it trauma or PTSD, just triggering. And I tried to get my cat for you all, but he escaped. But anyways, and so I was just like, no, I'm just like not feeling it, feeling tired. I was like, plus I like promised my dad to do some things at the house and shit. And they're like, no, you should go. And this go on for hours, by the way. Like, every time I went up there to do like waitressing and stuff, the motherfucker, this one plays a few people, tried to convince me. And it was not my day, because then, basically, I started getting triggered. And I disassociate when I'm triggered. So, I disassociated in work. Do you know how sucky that is? I was a mess. Plus, this fucking old bitch. She wasn't even our customer, because we work in a market. So, she wasn't even our customer. Like, no. And I was taking my break, because I was like, okay, fuck, I need a break. And so I was taking my break. And I was eating. And I wasn't even in my hostess stand. I was like aside. I was like over there. Oh shit, my family's back. I'm gonna have to go say hi to my mom. She's a good daughter. Alright. Anyways, where was I? Right. This fucking cunt. Sorry for the bad language. As I said, I was eating over there. And then she like goes to me purposely. Like, she walks up to me, like, and I'm like, how can I help you, miss? It's my break. Consider that. And I'm eating because I need to eat. And she was like, you shouldn't be eating. Back. Anyways. Gosh. So, okay, eating, whatever. And I was like, but I'm on break. She was like, that doesn't matter. Like, if she had some sort of power. She wasn't even our customer. She didn't go to eat. She was like coming out of the market. And I was like, okay. And she kind of just gave me like the type look. And I was like, oh my god. And I just kind of like looked away, because like, you don't even bother with that. Like, unless you're gonna fucking punch someone, which I felt like I was gonna do, don't even bother. So I didn't. I just kind of like moved away and continued eating. And it's like after that, I kind of like, ooh, disassociated for a while. But yeah. And then, and then I fucking crashed into a wall. Because I was disassociated. I was so involved in my own mind that I was going to head up, I don't know how to explain this. Well, the restaurant's on the top floor. So I was going to head up to the top floor. By the way, I should be paid more for that. I run up the stairs all the time. Anyways, so I go to the top floor, but you gotta turn to go up the stairs. So you enter, turn, stairs. I just walked into the wall. And I'm so glad no one saw, hopefully. I was so ashamed. I was startled. I was feeling like I was going to cry. So I just walked upstairs. I was like, okay, the scary French man wants this type of beer. And they're like, oh, perfect. Are you sure? I'm like, well, don't make me fucking question myself now. And I got it right. Ugh. And then, it doesn't stop. So my dad, he's super sweet. He picked me up. And I was like, I'll take you home. We have this like new little scooter. Secondhand. And we were testing it out because my mom wants to drive it around, and so we were like, okay, let's test it out. It broke down mid-highway. Not little street, highway. Be stressed. And we weren't close home. I don't know how many. I don't know references. Like we were like 6 miles away from home. I don't know if that's exaggeration. I don't know, but it felt like it. So it's like a whole neighborhood we have to, plus highway. So half highway, full neighborhood, like residential neighborhood, like full of it, like from the top to the bottom, to the rancho. So we continue walking. We had to walk the entire way. We had to drag them. We took turns. We're like, okay, one person, the other person, pushing it. That's why I'm so sunburned. So yeah, then we got home. And then I felt guilty because your girl still has to deal with being able to say no. I'm better, much better at now, but I wasn't, and I feel really guilty when I'm like, oh, I can't do this, and then I'm like, please, and I'm like, no. As I said, very triggering. So, I made my coworkers muffins. I don't know if I should have, but they're sweet. Oh, I know. After that, my day was pretty decent. I made myself lemonade. Dogs. I basically live in a farm. 3 ducks, 8 chickens, I think. 3 ducks, 8 chickens, 4 cats, 2 dogs, and 2 ferrets, which we're building them a cage. And soon we'll be having bees. Which is so fun. So fun, so fun. I personally am not the fan of the dogs. Sue me. I'm just not a dog person. Like, I'll admire and like a dog, another person's dog. That's great. You love dogs? Great. I'll love your dog. Your dog. I don't want a dog ever again. Plus, I had like really bad luck. This is gonna sound so mean, but like all the dogs we've had since we moved here died because a train ran over them. So, not good. My first 2 dogs when I was like young, perfect little dogs, like little schnauzers. They were so cute. Chuchetito. They died of old. One disappeared. He was older though, and his wife had cancer. So I had to put it down. Don't wash my face. But yeah. So that was a good day. I had a great weekend though. I helped my bestie, which we'll call Chinese money. Inside joke. She was, oh, I need to shave my face. I don't got a shaver yet. I'm procrastinating, honestly, didn't buy it. So we went to train her horses, which is super fun. I'm learning. Plus, I get to have an excuse. I'm like always like, oh, I can't go because I am helping out at a ranch. Oh, something's in my, because lots of people want to hang out on the weekends. In the weekends, ever since I was like, what? I think since 8? No, wait, there was 2 years separation. So 10, I think. Ever since I was 10, it's been the tradition. I go over to her house for the weekend, 2 nights. At first it was like 1 night because I think that was all her mom could stand. Me and my sister being around. But after that, it started turning into 2. And soon, yeah. Ever since then. And I'm 18 now, so that's 8 years. 8 years, that's been the tradition. her house every weekend. I'm literally not kidding. Like, there's only been, there was like a 2-3 month thing where her mom was like mad at me and also mad at her and stuff that she was like, fine, you guys can't come over. Oh, but that ended up only being like 2 weeks. So that I didn't really care. There's been like when they went on trips and stuff like that, but apart from that, every weekend I went over there. I would never chop my hair off. I chopped it off until here. Oh, I'm finally getting long hair, by the way. You should guys just congratulate me. Oh yeah, I'm too expressionful because when I went on a date with the chef, when I made it clear, no. So we went on there, it was a movie, and all the time I was kind of like doing the clear, like, don't touch me, don't even. And he was pretty respectful of it. At the end, I'll give him this, it was super smooth, like super smooth. He was like, what do you think of my new perfume, right? And I was like, well, let me smell. Because like, boy, I don't know what to think. I not want to like notice perfumes. And he was like, okay. So he lifted his hand like right here. And I was like, well, weird position. So I leaned down, I smelled the perfume, and he like leaned down to kiss my head like right here. And I didn't bug his face actually, surprisingly, because I leaned back so fast, but it wasn't like that. I just went, and I looked up at him, and I'll try to reconfigure this expression. I went like, so I'm like smelling your hand, right? That's not the face you want to see after you try to make a move on someone. My mouth was open a little bit. But he was like a little taller, so I was just kind of like... And the makeup was darker around my eyes, so you could tell why. Like, my eyes were wide. I'll give him a super smooth and shit, but... no. He's super sweet, though. I'm sure when he decides to settle down, the lady will be really lucky to have him. So he's super sweet and generous and kind. I don't want to get my heart broken right now. And my types are more blondes with a beard and big and broad, you know, super cool. That's more my types. More Viking men with the mannerisms of a hunter. Yeah, that's great. That's the shit. So my face expressions really moods. Apparently, according to my friends, I also stare too much. Do I? Probably. And I can't control my face expressions when I'm around people I don't like. Sue me. At least I don't know. At least I know I don't like them. Oh, like there's this one guy. Oh my god, he's the most boring shit. And I know, but he's into my best friend, Miss Chinese man. Anyways, he's super boring and shit, and he's clearly just wants to hook up. I'm gonna edit that out. He's so chronically online that if anyone were to find my YouTube that lived near, it would be him. He's got the most boring life. Here's my photo of the latte I had this morning. But he's super. It's so clear that he's just mostly doing it to like woo the girls. But he's super like giving and shit. Like, yeah, I get it. It's super sweet. It makes me madder actually because then you can't hate someone who bought a whole bag of candy for you. He did that when I was hanging out with my friend and him and another friend too. He did that. I went to the car to get my money to pay because I forgot it in the car, and I came back and the guy just like handed me my bag and I was like, what? And he was like, oh, your friend already paid for it. I looked at the girlfriends thinking they already paid for it so I could pay them back. And they were like, no, he paid for it. I was like, fuck. I can't, like, not like you for 10 minutes max. You bought yourself 10 minutes of my niceness. I just don't like him. He's such a... I feel like he's just in it for the pussy. Like, oh, I just want... But, whatever. He's going away. Talking about people I don't like. Weed Bear. We're gonna call him Weed Bear. His only personality is, I do drugs and I'm cool for that. I work for Google and I'm cool for that. Okay. Oh, he's such an impulsive liar. So he was into my best friend. And we went over to have a sleepover. I still kind of like decently liked him. And he was like on the bus ride back because we had to take the bus. He was like, so do you think Chinese money is into me? And I was like, no. Because she had told me before, like, no, I'm not into him. And so I was like, no, she's not. And he was like, oh, okay. Do you think I have a chance with her little sister? He was desperate enough to immediately go for his little sister. And I was like, no, because I knew his little sister would not want to date him. And I was right. So I'm not being this selfish. I was right. I almost threw my phone. Fucker. He had the audacity to lie about that. He told someone else. One of our friends. Oh yeah, no. Chinese money was totally into me. She wasn't. She wasn't even like her flirtatious self. She's like a non-stop flirt. But like around him, she wasn't. Like her flirt level normally, her flirt level around him. And then he also had, Chinese money is also really into fitness. And he was like, I want to be ripped in 6 months. And so, out of her kindness of her pure heart, kidding, she was like, okay, I'll make you like a whole rhythm and a diet. If you follow this, you'll be ripped by 6 months. Or 3 months, I forget which one. And he was like, oh great, thank you so much. And so he started doing it. The fucker texted me and her little sister like 2 days later. Don't tell Chinese money, but I'm eating a gallon of ice cream while I'm at the train. I was like, what the fuck? Like, she's actually trying for you. And you're here, let me just eat a gallon of ice cream, which goes totally against the diet. Because, okay, it would be one thing if he was like, I can get ripped in a year. Fine, have the gallon of ice cream. It's going to set you back, but have it. But he wanted to be ripped in 6 months. And he lied about it to her. Oh my god. Oh, so stupid. I just don't like him. My policy is that I would, whatever I say behind their back, I would say to their face. And so far, it's worked. If you say it like in a kind of goofy way, it kind of works. But also, if you have an actual problem with someone, you should just say it. I got this policy like last year after I turned like 18, so I'm just putting it to work. Before that, now I am. And so far it's working a lot, actually. That's why I haven't talked to these 3 people I hate, because why even start drama when they don't reach out to me, I don't reach out to them. Let's keep it that way. Easy as that. I'm being texted again. But it's basically the end of my video, so, yeah. thank you all for coming, whoever came to watch the video. A long one now. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow morning with another one. Hopefully, or if not, a night one. Depends. Have a great night. Have a great day.